wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta,
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Luck's good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates in the Saints touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Opting to run again here with White. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
First down, here's White. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. To throw, Mayfield. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got White here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, and it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he returns this to the 22. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Juwan Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mayfield.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle to Evans. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun. Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first, and it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Again, it's Carr. Looking long for Thomas.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Palmer. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now on second down. This is White on the screen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second down, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. A first down throw for Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sport. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front. which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Mayfield to throw it. That's caught at the 2. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Quick throw there is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
White trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They go play action. Mayfield, touchdown. Gabe Neighbors from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And this one incomplete. Oh, a dangerous throw. Nearly picked off in the end zone. But instead, touchdown, Saints. Adam Prentice from 3 yards out. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. Smith catches left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Kamara will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. Again, Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that. And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what? You're going to? They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment. I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right? And has the ability to get better. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Mayfield now. He finds his target. It's Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense